Hello everybody, thank you for listening and/or watching Some Offense Taken. Just a clear warning, there may be offensive content. Okay. Here we go.
He has and/or had the deadlift record for his age group for years. Guy's built as fuck. We're about the same height, but he is just yoked. Like, he was SWAT for years, and then he trained I believe he trained CERT teams, which is like cell extraction response team for like a higher security prison around here. And that's where they go in with like one dude as the shield and he like pins you. And you get one motherfucker for each limb and they literally just drag you out. They will kill you. They are fucking brutal.
Yeah, that's a job for a big dude.
So
imagine my munchkin looking ass going in there to do that.
Your helmet's like rattling around like a little leaguer. Like, hold still. You know, it's fucking
That boy got that crack, man.
But no, so in the prison near us in was it Graterford, which I think is where Cosby is for some fucking reason.
Is he from the area?
Cosby's from Philly.
That's probably why.
Maybe.
So like
Probably keeping him close to family just because he's old and probably gonna die.
Although he is getting out.
I thought he already got out.
Is he out? I thought they were going through like the preliminary shit. Either way, not important. Just a little side note. But there was an inmate there. This was years ago. I do not know the guy's name, but he had lifting record. Big ass, like 6'4", 6'5" black dude, yoked. Like, looked like what's his name? Michael Clark Duncan. What was that? Green Mile.
Yeah.
About that size, big motherfucker. And he would lift and just like taunt the guards and say like, "Oh, you fucking pussy, you can't lift this shit." So my uncle, I guess, was like there one day and he's like, "Fuck this guy," and he like put like, I think he put like 210s or 225 plates or something on the side, and he just like just up and down. The guy's like, "Fuck." He's like, "I can't do more than that." Yeah, he's like, "Fuck." But
that's fucking awesome.
He went against him in like a competition because when you're in the jails, you can still compete. Because what the fuck else do you have to do all day? But he, I think he beat the guy by like 30 pounds or something like that, which the world of weightlifting, that's significant. Because once you hit your max, any like 5 pounds over your max is like impossible.
Yeah, it's like gonna snap your ankles.
Yeah, so if he did 30 at his prime, which he actually blew his groin out around the same time I had my car accident. He was up at Penn State competing. He's doing some deadlifts, things like that. And my uncle lifts like I do, where we kind of like cheat forward a little bit, but it's just how we're built feels better. We do the big man squat where you put your knees out.
Different.
Exactly. Which, fun fact, anyone listening, if you're like 6 foot, like 5'10", maybe, I'll even give some leeway there. If you're taller and you're doing squats, you're going to do it different. Don't keep your knees in. Take your knees where they want to go.
Yeah, you go sumo squat.
Yeah, you like sumo squat. You like power stance it. Because we're not built to go down in a little box. Like, you're broad. Like, so you got to fucking
and when
divert
I went
that
to
out.
that my job pays for, the guy was, you get like the free fitness exam whenever you start.
Yeah, which is nice.
So I went in there and he's like, "Your squats are good. It's just you're balancing on the front of your feet. You need to balance on the heels."
Yeah,
and I was like,
right on that heel. But
yeah, I remember there was a personal trainer that came to the gym that I used to work out at when I was like pretty ripped up. I was never like big, but I was like,
you were
Bruce
always
Lee.
like shredded though. Like,
I was Bruce Lee shredded. Yeah, so like
like you're gonna kick a basketball player's ass in a tower.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, like I was always like small, and but strong, still strong.
Oh yeah.
And my back was like a V.
Yoking.
And I didn't want people to look at me, so I would wear like sweatpants. I had like the Nike 6.0s. I don't know if anybody remembers what those are. And I used to wear like extra large t-shirts that would go like down here, like well past my elbow. So like all you saw was my forearm. So I just looked really, really skinny. And I'd be working out with like, pretty decent weight for myself, And I remember this personal trainer was in the gym, and he was like a new addition to their staff, and he was going around just like telling everybody there like, oh, you shouldn't be lifting that much. You should be lifting this, and you shouldn't be doing
Yeah,
that
right.
much, and you should be doing this. You're gonna hurt yourself. Blah blah blah. So I guess he saw my forearms, and he was like, oh, dude, you can't lift that. So like he walked over, and like I walked over, and everybody in the gym knows me because I was there every day,
Right.
and I like to fuck with people, and the guy like didn't know who I was, obviously. So he's like, "Oh, hey
you know
man,
who the
you
fuck
new?"
I am?
Yeah, he's like, "You new to the gym?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, never been here before." So like people around me are already like hysterical laughing, you know. And he goes, "Okay, let's start you on something good." And he grabbed me the 30-pound barbell to curl with, and he's like, "All right, you're gonna just straight down and bring it up to your chest." And I was like, you know, and I'm like, oh man, like after the 10th one, I was like, oh yeah, that was rough, man, that was rough. I was like, but I think I want to use this one. And I grabbed the 110, and I was like, and just cranking it, and the look of confusion on this dude's face was just like great. And then one day it was probably like 2 weeks later, and I didn't have any extra large t-shirts, so I just wore my wife beater to the gym. And keep in mind, nobody at the gym ever saw me like
Other than
without
the
this
baggy,
big t-shirt on, you know. So everybody at the gym's like, holy shit. And I was doing cross chest flies, you know, where like you grab the things like that, and I'm bringing them down,
the cables,
and I'm crossing, right? I'm doing it with like 90 to 100 pounds in each arm, which is
That's solid.
It's pretty solid for me. I'm like a small dude, you know. Like I put them down, and I come off the ground, you know? So I had to buckle myself to each side of the machine because the machine would pull me up in the air, and I was pulling more weight than myself, so it would like pull me backwards, you know. So every machine and everything that I worked out on, I seatbelted myself to, and dude, it was so funny. People would always laugh. I had this shoulder machine, dude. There was a back machine I used to do 260 on. No bullshit.
There you go.
And I used to grab it, and it was like inclined, like pull back, and I'd pull it all the way back. But I do 260. I do more than my dad, and my dad's a big dude, right? So
So you gotta like lock in your legs and everything.
yeah,
like,
and I had to lock in my whole body and do it. Yeah. So anyway, I went in. I'm doing these cross chest flies, and the guy comes over to me, and he's like, "Whoa, oh my god, you're ripped. Look at your back." And the guy's like taking pictures of me and shit. And I was like, yeah, man, it was the 30-pound curls that I did 2 weeks ago. He fucking taught me the way, man.
How old were
And
you
he's
when
like,
this happened?
I was like 17.
That's
Child
underage, isn't it?
pornography.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, so, but like, my dad
do-
literally pulled me to the side after that, because even my dad didn't really see me with like no shirt on or anything. And he's like, where are you getting the steroids from? I'm like, I'm not getting this. I'm like, I have no steroids. Like, I'm just ripped. Like, I had an 8-pack. I was really, really like ripped the fuck up. The only thing I didn't have was a chest, and I always worked out chest, and it just never came. That was the only
once
thing.
I got it, I still got.
Yeah, that's
titties.
it. It stays.
You know what I mean?
But
it
like,
doesn't
I
go
can't.
away.
I can't push it out farther. It doesn't go farther. I used to have the line.
Oh,
you know,
it's not
like
great.
the
Yeah,
crease
with
in
the
my
cutoff.
chest stayed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have the crease and I have
I got
the
it
line.
now. It's just under my titty fat.
Yeah, exactly. But it never expanded. You know, like my
I
chest
gotcha.
never pushed out
It's
past my
overrated,
stomach.
man. You know
So
how
what
many
you're saying is
t-shirts?
you
Like
have an
I can't find
imploded chest.
t-shirts that fit good.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
chest
it's like
is
concave.
yeah, I have like pussy chest.
Pussy
It's
chest.
terrible.
The
Yeah,
So,
it
like,
sucks because
as they
like
call it.
once I got
Yeah.
in shape when I was younger, like shit just didn't fit me. I blew out probably like 2 pairs of jeans and like
Yeah, dude, your legs
t-shirts
are
don't
probably
fit
fucking
me.
huge.
Well, yeah, and then like I would sit down and then just like straight down the top of the thighs, and I'm like,
Dude,
can I go to
somebody-
the bathroom?
the,
And they're
the
like, "Come
best
back with
people
shorts."
though, the best people though, like are people like you, right? Like you look big, but
Mm-hmm.
you're
For you.
like you're heavier.
you.
You know what I mean? Like yeah,
I'm dead.
you.
If I took that off, would it hurt? It'd
Yeah,
be
probably.
extremely painful for you.
this tastes a little different. What did you put in it?
Fall.
No,
But,
yeah, I'm dense. I'm fat.
Yeah, you're
too,
just a
but I'm
dense
also
dude.
dense.
But my uncle's a stocky guy, shorter than me, right? My uncle David, just a bald Puerto Rican Polish guy, right? He has blue eyes.
What a
You'd never
combo.
tell. You could never tell that he's Puerto Rican.
Pierogies and paella.
Bro, he has bright blue
That's
eyes. He's bald. He's very pale, you know. But he's
Aryan
Like,
descent.
al-
looking.
but always Yeah, he is blonde actually, but always
Oh, he was one of them Nazi Spanish guys.
yeah, yeah, he's one of those.
We're in the
Hey,
business.
Nazi gold.
And business is booming.
We're the Donde
is
está
Glorious
los
Bastards
niños
doing?
Jews? So
Como
anyway,
estás es Jew?
como se dice Juden? So anyway,
And we're
They-
flagged.
He has his whole life played hockey, softball, all this shit, and he was always like a really solid, strong motherfucker, and he's out of his mind, right?
Oh yeah.
And even to this day, he could still like pick me up over his head and just throw me like a mile. The guy's just
Well, I
like
mean-
built like a. I know,
Hey,
but dude,
that's
he,
what I do
he
with
could
Lauren.
he could pick Eric up over his head. Like he's
Okay.
a strong guy,
That's
like
just like
one of
Marcus.
those, right?
Every time I
Yeah,
hung out
yeah,
with
yeah.
Marcus, especially back in high school, like 10 years ago.
Oh, I
when
remember.
10 years ago. It's actually 11 now. But
Is it?
it's been 11 years.
God damn.
Yeah.
I've known you guys for a while. That's cool.
I actually just hung
Yeah,
out with
for
a
real.
bunch of the guys I graduated with a couple weekends ago for someone's 30th birthday.
Oh my god,
Yours is coming up,
Get
isn't
an old man.
3 months.
Start
I was gonna
digging
say
your
you're-
grave
yeah.
now, Eric. It's over.
I'm already half
Oh,
dead.
come on.
Start decorating.
Come on, half dead.
My
Get outta here.
401k is coming out next year.
Dude.
Come on, you.
They already
No,
picked out the
bro.
retirement home. I
You
got the
dick
casket
nose
ready.
surgery, man. You weren't
I
even close
picked the
to
urn
dead.
for
Come
the
on.
ashes.
The urn.
Bro, I'm moving to Florida. I'm already. I am legally
Yeah,
dead.
you're way ahead of me, actually.
I'm legally dying in 5 years.
As soon as you said you were going to Florida, I'm like, oh.
Start the
why?
countdown.
Everyone says
Start
New
the
Jersey's the
countdown,
armpit
boys.
of the country. I think Florida is, to be honest.
I
I don't know. I like Florida, right?
Florida
Because
gets cleaned up by hurricanes.
You
It's the
pass
difference.
Yeah.
Jersey
the
gets
border into
decimated.
Florida, and it's a literal wall of humidity.
Yeah,
the
Yes.
thing I like about Florida though
it's
is like,
preserving.
okay, so look at New York on a map, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's small
I
as
may
fuck.
have seen it.
And yeah, right, maybe. Like, you know that your state's tiny as fuck when you need the little line out and then it says New York on the fucking on the maps, you know? So New York is tiny as shit. New York City is small,
Yeah, like a
small,
speck.
right?
It's like Rhode Island. Yeah,
17 million people in New York
there.
City.
Yeah, right?
Just there in that small area, right? But
PA's
if you
like 12.
look, yeah, but if you look at Florida, it's so spread the fuck out.
And it's
that
like
like
what?
yeah, it's like I don't know, maybe like
5 or
30
6?
million.
Is it that
No,
many?
it
I
might
thought it
be
was lower.
maybe. I don't know. I
It's
didn't look it
definitely
up.
What?
Yeah,
What do you-
let me
Everyone's
look up.
moving.
Population?
Everyone's moving to Florida. Yeah, population.
I got it. I'll look it up.
Eric, bring
Florida
that up.
population is 21.30 million.
Okay, but like it's a
21.30.
decent sized state. Like
Yeah,
so is
I mean,
PA,
that's
but,
2018.
like,
But,
so is
like,
PA,
bro-
but, like you can't live in a lot of PA.
Bro,
Same with like
it's-
Florida.
21.3 million, right? In that giant ass spread out state,
True.
right? 17 million in this.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I want to get the fuck out of here just so I could be spread the fuck out from people. I don't
you
want to
can
be
breathe.
around all these motherfuckers. Yeah, dude. Like the air is dense here just because of all the carbon fucking dioxide that everybody's breathing on each other. This you have no
It is
elbow
different.
room.
The
have
further
no
south
elbow
you
room.
go, the air's different.
I will
Everything's
say,
different.
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico,
The speed.
some of the nicest air I've been around. There's no
Yeah,
humidity,
dude. There's
just
fucking
heat.
nothing there. Everybody lives in a tent.
God, you're retarded.
I told you they're Mexicans that can swim.
Anything that's not white, he assumes they live in a tent.
Yeah. You're welcome for teaching you guys what a house is.
You ever been to East LA? They live in fucking tents over there.
That's true.
That is
Tents
called
No,
a
but,
homeless person, Rob.
What's the difference?
No, so no, but let me get back to my uncle, right? So my uncle's
Yeah, let me
not
get back
a
to mine then too, you sons of bitches. God damn.
No,
Let me
I'm
finish my
sorry.
story.
So my uncle's
Oh,
not
hey,
a
let me
fat
get back
guy.
to my story.
I'm
Which
so
was
sorry.
what?
It's quick. It's quick.
Nothing.
My uncle's he's not a fat guy. He's a stocky guy. He's always been solid, right? And
Meatball.
yeah, over the years I've seen him like throw people around or he'd just do something like weird like he used to just like grab shit that I couldn't even pick up and just like run around with it. You know, he's like a maniac. And these kids like were ding dong ditching his house for like 3 weeks, right? And one night he was literally standing next to the door with a fucking bat and the kids rang the doorbell. The neighbor has it on like a Ring doorbell. So you could see the video and you see the kids run away from the house and they jump in the car. but they don't drive away. I don't know why. And he goes sprinting out the door after them with a fucking bat, and he just starts breaking all their windows, and he's like, "Hey, you motherfuckers! Yeah, you motherfuckers!" And like, if I saw that psycho bald absolute animal come running out of his house like that, I would have peeled off with a fucking 2 cars, and the kids are just like sitting outside the house.
Correction, you would
have you never ding dong ditched before, man? You ding dong and then you ditch. Yeah, you
move.
You don't. It's not called ding dong. All right, let's sit around for a little while.
Commit violence.
Yeah,
it sounds psycho at a good time.
We're playing ding dong sit.
But like,
it's a fun game.
That's what happens when like you live in a city, though. Like it's just you lose your mind. It's not good for you. I feel like cities are poisonous for people. Like we're social creatures, but we're not meant for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you are
much.
Stimulated 24/7 by all kinds of whatever bullshit, noise, people,
That's why
food, smells, fire.
I consider
violence.
myself more of like it's oh my god. I like staying inside, but I also like going outside. So I'm like,
dude, same.
What are the words again? What is it for someone?
Introvert, extrovert.
Introvert.
So I'm introvertedly extroverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, dude.
I
same.
mean, but that's fine. I feel like that's what you should be, right? Like when I go out, I have a gauge in my brain, and when my brain hits the gauge, I don't want to be around these people anymore. So I'm like, I'm leaving. Like my girlfriend has the same gauge. She could stand it a little more than I can, but I just I Irish goodbye everybody. I'm like, all right, see ya.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Sometimes I drive people there and I fucking leave them.
Why is it rude? You know what I mean? Like you're just leaving.
It's not.
The party's not about
leaving.
you.
Gotta go. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've never actually looked at it rude. I've looked at it more of if it's
you had to go.
Well, no, I find it more of like if it's one of those couples where one of the people in the couple's very controlling and say, "I don't want to be here. We have to leave." And it's like, that's different. But no, if someone's just like, "Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out. I'm gonna go home." I've never said like, "Oh, really? You're gonna be like that?" If I was drunk, of course I would say something like that. But normally,
we're all
I'd just be like,
drink.
"Oh, that's fine. All right, have a good night." Just like the other night when I went to go hang out with the graduated people, they were all drinking, smoking, and everything, and then got to like I don't know, like 10:30, and Lauren's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go." So we took 2 separate cars there, so she left, and I stayed until like 2 a.m.
But see, like you knew. That's a very healthy way around that. Imagine that shit. Look at how easy it is.
Yeah.
But like, I feel that because I was actually talking to Lauren earlier too. Because she's like, "Are you okay?" Like, I Snapchatted her something from work. She's like, "You look not good." I'm like, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?" She's like, "You're tapped." I'm like, "Yeah." This whole fucking month is a bitch.
She was telling me
like,
she was saying that you guys are kind of burnt out a little bit.
Yeah, she made us a little more on the up and up. She seems a lot better, but I'm just like, I'm tapped, man. This has been a hell of a fucking month. So I had like family shit. I had stuff. My friend's mom is coming back like to her area, but like her health took a turn. So she's like, my buddy at work, his old man's got like bladder cancer, and it's just been parade of like shit.
Yeah,
news
too
for the
much
last, like,
shit
3
going
weeks.
on.
Years ago I wasn't like this, but like I enjoy just like people where it's like vent to me. You know what I mean? Like I've seen some shit for 28. Like I've been around the block somehow, but like I'm just like, look, y'all can tell me. I'm gonna feel bad for you, but like when I catch up with myself, we'll tackle this a little bit. Yeah. But right now, your boy's fried. But like I don't know what I want to do to recharge. That's the problem. Like, do I just take off work? But then do I just come back to X amount of days of work that wasn't done while I wasn't there? Or and then if I do take off, do I just chill and just exist at home and just no stimulation, meditate, you know what I mean? Like get my head right. Or do I go somewhere? Like I want to see people.
Yeah.
But I don't. You know
my
what
advice.
I mean?
Here's my advice. So I had kind of a similar situation just with, I think it was just I was getting burnt out with the EMT job. It was like towards the end of it. And,
likely,
yeah, please, I'm happy. By the way, the new job is getting much better. I'll talk about that later. But so I had a bad week, and I was just like, dude, I need to get the fuck out of here. So I went up to the Poconos. I went and did something that I wanted to do. I know she didn't want to go, and I was like, all right, bye. And I just left, and I went. So I went up to the Poconos.
That's healthy.
I hung out with mom and dad. We rode around all day, and then I came back the next day. I stayed over. and I felt recharged. I came back to Jersey, and I was like, so
Yeah.
I see that.
No, well,
'cause, like,
that's what it is. It's like you get in the cycle,
rhythm.
and it's
yeah.
like you need to break the cycle by doing anything other than what you do
something
every day.
you want to do,
Yeah,
arson.
not anal.
go do
Oh.
it.
I said
The other
arson.
A
What's
word,
that have to
arson.
do with-
Yeah.
It was like, wait.
All right.
He's
A
like, arson's
stands for
okay.
Arson. What's B stand for? Barson. What does C stand for?
Be arson.
Commit
Carson.
arson.
Carson. Call me Carson.
Well, he just came back. I guess we can
I
talk
saw.
about
That was.
Um,
He does not look good.
that. He's
He's
going
got,
through a
like-
lot of shit.
He has, but like he's got, and this is probably insensitive because I know he's going through some shit, but like he's got like alcohol face where it's just like
Yeah, he does.
swollen
He
compared
literally
to the rest of
has
his body.
alcohol face. Yeah.
Like,
He's-
you know,
he's
like
going through
it
a
looks
lot.
like if I pushed his cheeks, like my finger indents would stick like silly. You know what I mean? Like I had a teacher in high school who had like alcohol nose where it gets like bulbous and like woody
Yeah.
looking, and that was just like, oh my god, like really? Because I saw pictures of him back when he was like starting out teaching. Man, he was normal looking dude, and then it's
Yeah.
just like, whoa. What
Now he looks
the-
like Mario.
when I went out when I went out on my 21st, I went with my old man and my grandpa to a gun range that they both been part of forever. Because you could drink cheap at those, and especially if you've been there forever, like people just slide you drinks, whatever.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and the bartender goes, "Are you Ben?" I was like, I look at my dad. I was like, "You tell her I was coming." He's like, "No." My pop-pop's
I
like,
can
"Don't look
be."
at me." Yeah, my pop-pop's like, "Don't look at me." So here, she was the aunt of this guy at college I was buddy with because we were from the same hometown. So he told her I was coming home to drink there. And she's like, all right, you're going to drink free all night, but you're going to do a shitty shot of my choice. I'm like, what do you mean? So she puts out a lime and Bailey's. And she's like, you're doing a cement mixer. I was like, what the fuck is a cement mixer? So she's like, all right, you're going to take that shot. You're going to put the lime back in your corner of your mouth. You're going to take that shot, hold it, and you're going to bite the lime when I tell you to. I'm like, okay. So put the lime back, take the shot. She's like, all right, bite. So citric acid, when it hits all that cream, it curdles instantly. So it just, and I was like, so all you got left is like the cream, which is, or sugar and all that, which is, you know, that tastes good. But you have like pseudo cottage cheese in the rest of your mouth. You're just like, ugh. She's like, you got to do it. And I'm like, yeah. Like, just finished it. And then the guys at the bar start. There's like 8 other people in there. I get a stack of beer tokens, literally like 6-7 inches high. She's like, hey, that's at least 2 from everyone here. And I was like, whew, good thing I ate. You know,
Yeah.
just start pounding. I think I drank about 16 Yinglings. I took my dad's like, what kind of shot you want? I was like, Jaeger bomb. My dad's like, ugh. My pop-pop's like, I like Jaeger because my grandparents are the ones that told me like, you'd like Jaeger because I like black licorice. But only like after I eat, you know what I mean? It's like a palate cleanser because it's so fucking heavy. What's that flavor? Like anise or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Anus.
Anus.
Talking
Back
about
onto
anal.
the topic of anal again.
It all
You
comes
know,
back to the
it all
butthole.
comes
But
back to the butthole.
so my pop-pop's like, what's a Jaeger bomb? And I was like, well, they put some Red Bull in it. And he's like, I'll try one. So
Oh,
he gets
no.
one for me and him. Pop-pop takes one and he's like, I like that. That's good. You know, he's stoic. He's not even flinching or whatever. And I just start bullshit with everyone around me. My pop-up nudge is like, you're just like your dad. You don't shut the fuck up when you're drinking. And I was like, what the fuck? My dad's like, he's not wrong. But this guy next to me saw me take the Jaeger bomb. He's like, what was that? I was like, a Jaeger bomb. He's like, I'll take one of those too, and one for the birthday boy. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
It turned into like 5.
Yeah.
So I'm 16 beers deep, 5 shots of Jaeger, and then I got to pee, right? The seal is broken. I get up. I spin around. I get up, and I go, oh. And I just hold onto the counter for like a second till like the room just like,
Yeah, you
like my
haven't-
vision
yeah.
had to
Yep.
readjust and just lock in. I'm like, uh-oh. So I make my way over to the pisser, whatever. I piss for like 2 minutes. And it's one of those like tall boy urinals that like go all the way to the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just unloading. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, the head on the wall. Watch my hands go out. I bump into this woman with red hair. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, it's fine. She turns around. It is my 11th grade English teacher. I was like, Mrs. So-and-so. She's like, wait. She's like, last name's Pruitt. I was like,
Maybe.
you remember me? And then like, she's like, oh my God, this is so weird. I was like, she's like, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm 21, you know, like
The kid
hammered.
voice comes out.
Yeah, she's hammered.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy,
Yeah.
sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Breast milk. I mean, I'm sorry, breast milk, but like hammered, right? And she's losing it. She's like, oh my God, a student. Oh my God, how old am I? I was like, well, I'm 21. Son, how old you are? I was born in 1993. That's my dad. Yeah, I'm gone at this point. So I sit down, I finish the stack or whatever, and we just keep drinking. What else did I have? I probably had like shots of Jack. I didn't have alcohol to kill
what would you say
somebody.
was the worst shot you ever had? Would you say it's the cement mixer?
It's up there. I've had the one I had was more like a mixed drink. It's like an Incredible Hulk. You mix Hennessy and
I hate
something
Hennessy.
else.
Never had
Which
Hennessy.
I do like Hennessy, but my buddy Ryan, shout out, buddy, I hope you're listening. He gave me the best way to make Henny is where you put some Henny in and you get some granulated white sugar and you just mix the shit out of it. You put in some lemon. That shit's nice. It's not even really a mixed drink because it's basically just like a.
Henny does one of two things. It either makes you
you can
fight
either
or it makes you fall asleep.
Oh no, it
It's-
makes you fight or it makes you want to fuck.
No, it makes me
I don't
fall
know about
asleep.
you. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm really angry for
we
10
should drink-
minutes and then
we
I
should
want to
drink
go to
Henny-
bed.
We should drink Henny together.
Hey man,
Hey,
you
That
want to
asshole's
pour
looking-
out some shots
that
of Henny
asshole's
for me
looking
and
a
my boys?
sumptuous.
Oh yeah.
No, so there's I
Gone,
think the worst thing I ever put in my system.
Oh, I threw up that night, by the way. Everywhere.
yeah. Oh,
I got
100%.
Don't say.
Here's drunk logic, right? And my
the
old
only-
man in his wisdom, he beat me to it. My mom picked us up. My mom DD'd because my grandparents live right down the road. We go to drop my pop-pop off, and he was starting to use a cane. I'm like, let me walk him across the street. Neither of us could fucking walk straight. So, like, I was still in good shape, too. So I'm, like, walking him, and I'm basically just, like, dragging him, like, zigzags across the fucking road, and he's hysterical. He's like, oh, my God, how are you standing? And I was like, sheer will and determination. Drop him off.
Whose
My
will?
mom's like, are you... Amanda just texted me, do you see a wheelchair under Mark Harmon?
What?
I think she's watching Family Guy. But so my mom's like, you guys want food? And my dad's like, ooh, can we get McDonald's? And I'm like, I have never heard my dad excited for fast food. This is weird.
Yeah.
So we pull up. My mom's
When
like,
you're
what do you want? My
drunk,
dad
you're a different person.
my dad, I guess he used to drink back in the day because he had this like plan. I was like, quarter pounder with cheese, like didn't even flinch. And I'm
Yeah.
like, my drunk logic kicked in. I was like, all right, my dad's on the right path. There's bread in that. Bread is good for alcohol absorption. Chicken nuggets come in a quantity of 20 and they are covered in breading. I want that. And French fries. What I neglected to think was the grease content. So
Yeah.
we got home. My brother was playing Metroid 3, I think, on the Wii. Something like that. He had it set up downstairs, and I'm just hammered, like, watching him play through it. And I'm, like, shoving chicken nuggets in his face. Like, here, have me eat this. And he's like, like, as he's playing and shit. So I scarfed that down in, like, 5 minutes. Throw it out. I'm like, I'm going to go lay down to go to bed. So
Nope.
I went
Nope.
I went to the bathroom. I brought the trash can in with me. I was a step ahead, as I usually am. I astound myself. So I go, the air conditioner's on. It's still March, but it's like that weird hot, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lay down, spread eagle on the bed, and the room starts doing this.
Yeah.
Big
The
rotations.
rotation.
It was
Getting
like
the
I was on a
spins.
I was on a carousel, dude. Like, I have never felt... Like, I thought I was on, like, a tilt-a-whirl or some shit. It was, like, 15, 20 miles an hour spinning in a circle. And I just laid there, staring at the ceiling, like, like, I caught it. I was like, and I just rolled over and just unloaded into this trash can, like, almost to the top. Tied it off. Put it at the top of the stairs and washed my mouth out. It's probably like 2:30 in the morning. My mom, like, shuffles out. I was like, don't touch it. I am a man now. I'll throw it out. And she's like, okay.
Little did he know that night, Ben finally became a man.
I barely made it down the stairs, threw it out, walked back up, fell asleep. I woke up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, went for a run. I felt tremendous. I've never felt that good.
I think
I'm chasing that high to this day. Like, how do I feel that good again?
The only times I've ever really thrown up when I drank was one time Eric was there.
Yes.
Was that when you were trying to hook him up with that one girl that was like friends with the crazy one?
Well,
it worked.
No,
he showed
cousins with his ex.
cousins.
Oh, the one that like date raped you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He showed up super late. I was already
She's
gone.
a nice person. I was a nice gentleman, and I said, "Hey, look, a bedroom," and slammed the door shut behind her.
True. Good.
She's like,
good
oh
thing.
my god!
I still remember to this day. Hey, do you want to hang out? Nope.
Yeah,
You don't take advantage. Oh, my camera froze.
on
God
my
damn
end.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Man.
Just
That's
kill
fine.
it, turn it back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was weird.
There you go.
Oh, weird. Hey, he's back.
So,
We just had to acknowledge it.
that night I didn't eat anything. It was a surprise party.
Mistake number one.
Well, I did. It was a surprise. It was a surprise. Ha ha ha. I thought I was
True.
gonna eat something. I walk in the house and there's 40 people in there, and I was like,
shit.
oh, yeah. I was like, oh no. And I went in, and the first thing they did was they iced me, right? Because that's when I turned 21.
My
that
God,
that
I
thing,
remember
that thing was going on. Eric wasn't there yet, and my friend
Roses
Matt
and
like
bros.
gave me a big box, and I was like, oh shit. So I opened it, and there was just a 6-pack of ice in it, and he handed me one, and I was like, oh fuck you. So I chugged it. Then they proceeded to ice me literally all night. I had like 8 of those, and then we started the tallies, right?
Right.
That's also when you just tell them, I'm a man, and I can make my own decisions, so I'm not going to drink all of them.
True.
I'll drink
but
what I want to drink.
But you're not a bitch. You're
Yeah, I
gonna
had
drink
to.
them and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, that was the thing back then, so I had to
I
do
remember
it.
that.
Dumb.
So that was going on. After that happened, they break out all the liquor, right? I'm seeing all my friends. Everybody's like, oh, happy birthday. You know, having a great time, whatever. And we're playing beer pong, but we filled up all the cups with liquor. And I was just bombing Honey Jack. I killed a bottle and a half of Honey Jack. And
Jesus.
then Straight Jack was another bottle. And then Eric showed up.
And
I was
1
just
o'clock in
like-
the morning.
Yeah, I was drinking from like 9 to 1, and I was just blasted, like speed drinking, no
Eric
eating.
was texting me, and I think you called me from his phone. I feel like
Maybe.
I remember that.
Maybe, yeah, I might have. I don't remember who I was that night, but I do remember that I showed Eric an Avenged Sevenfold drum cover video like 16 times.
Yes.
Yes, that's all I remember.
Check this out. I was like, you're also drunk. I'll just watch it later.
Yeah, I was like,
okay, man.
Eric, look at this. Yeah. So anyway, after that, everybody starts leaving. I'm like, oh, you're leaving? Party's just getting started. Ah! And everybody leaves, right? And I'm like, I walk into one of the bathrooms and I'm like, I gotta piss. And I look down at the toilet and there were like 3 toilets and they were spinning. And I was like, I'm about to die. Like, I literally looked in the toilet. I looked at my dick and I was like, I don't think I got 3 of these. And then I just started spinning in circles. And I was like, yep, the puke's coming. So I just threw up
What
all
a
over that
phrase
bathroom.
that I will remember.
my
I don't
God.
think I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like,
One,
hang on.
2, 3, they're all there.
I was
Okay,
like,
my
that's
balls.
not.
1,
Like
2,
that's not
3.
supposed to
We're
be.
good.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I get like super blurred vision where like I see like doubles of things when I get drunk. And
Surprisingly,
it
never happened.
it makes it really, really bad. Like that's why I don't really drink anymore. It makes me really dizzy and shit. But
I get like that $1 Million Man vision where it's not
Yeah.
blurry, but there's like some after image on some things. If I
Yeah,
turn
yeah, yeah,
really
you're like,
fast, and you're like,
hang on.
"Whoa."
yeah, but so
Everyone
I throw up
slow
everywhere.
down.
Yeah, I threw up everywhere that night, and then the
Jesus.
next night, the I lost my Carhartt jacket. It was terrible. I went to hang out at my friend's Christmas party. He has a Christmas party every year, and he threw a big one. And he invited me to it, so I was like, yeah, I might as well. All my friends from high school will be there, whatever. This is like I was like 21, 22, and I saw my buddy Vin. His name's Vin Quinn, actually, a really cool name. And so Quinn saw me, and he's like, hey, man, hey, bro, you want to smoke? And I was like, yeah, I'll smoke, you know. So we go outside, but I failed to, people were telling me all night, don't eat the penny vodka, you're going to get sick. And I was like, yeah, fuck you. So I just ate all the penny vodka. I was eating all night. I was double fisting fucking vodka crayons because that's all they would give me. Huh. And that was the only free drink on the menu. So I was like,
it's not
all right.
a bad drink, honestly.
So I was drinking them all night. I had like 12. And then I went outside with my friend and I smoked, right? But I thought I was just crossfaded and that's why I threw up. But it turned out I was allergic to marijuana. There's like a receptor in my brain that I'm completely allergic to it. It's weird. So, yeah, this was the night I found that out because I left everything that I owned in the building and I said, yo, guys, be right back. I'm just going to run to my car real quick. And I sat in my car and I looked at the wall in front of where I parked and it was just moving. Like everything was moving and I was like, I'm going to throw. And I just threw up for like 2 hours and then I passed out at the Christmas party and I woke up and all my shit was gone. And I was pissed. So after that, I don't drink, I don't smoke anymore. Last time I smoked was with my girlfriend in Salem, and I had withdrawal effects in like 2 seconds for some reason, and I started dying. So I just don't touch that shit. I am straight edge Rob. I just smoke cigarettes.
Straight
it's
edge.
the move.
I don't think I ever would have thought you used straight edge.
Yeah, right?
It's weird to think.
I wasn't back in the day, but now I'm like, can't touch it.
Like,
I'm old.
I definitely did less as I got older. Like now I just I don't really like alcohol, but like I like good wine. But
I'll drink wine with dinner.
Yeah.
You know,
like the
that's
seltzers
fine.
aren't bad, like the Bud Light Lime.
Yeah.
That's a
I'll
good
drink
one.
like
Bud
one,
Light,
two. Like I can still drink those. I could drink those.
Oh,
I
yeah,
could drink
I
like
don't-
7 of them, and they don't even hurt me. But it's just I don't
Same.
want to drink them. So
Yeah.
it's like
Makes
why
me
drink
wonder.
that when I could have a brisk Pepsi, or something like that.
crisp, refreshing Sprite.
I found this one drink that we had when we were down in Georgia, just from one of the gas stations, because every gas station has, a liquor fridge.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had like the $2 tall cans of Steel Reserve. So I
Steel
tried
Reserve's
Yeah, those
good.
aren't bad.
the blue raspberry. Shit's pretty fucking good.
Steel Reserve is good.
I'm kind of like, I don't like beer. The only beer that I really like is sour beer. That's just, I'm fine with sour beer. And
I cannot.
I know. I brought like a 6-pack of sour beer to the party that I went to, and everyone's like, "What do you drink?" And I was like, "Here, taste it." And they sipped it, and they're like, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's I like drinking that stuff. It's different."
What, like Dogfish Head?
No,
Really? They got a good.
I had one
like,
bad experience, I think,
sour.
with Dogfish, and I was just like, eh. Or
I
no,
love
Flying
drinking
Dog,
shit.
Dog. Sorry, excuse
Flying
me.
Dog.
I love drinking shit that nobody else likes to drink. Like I would
Yes.
always bring like the Guinness Black to parties
Oh,
because
yep.
that shit
Never
is
had
like you literally have to chew it to drink it.
It's like molasses. Yeah.
it's literally
Say, it does
thick.
look like it comes out kind of jelly.
It's thick, dude. And one minute I'm eating my Halloween Oreos.
That's
and
Ooh.
I mean, there was one time I remember there was a Halloween. Oh god,
Nabisco
probably like
sponsor us.
5 or 6 years ago, and I was going to a party at my friend's apartment, and my mom's like, "Hey, do you have anything to bring?" And I was like, "No, I didn't think of anything." She's like, "I got you." So she took a bunch of gummy worms and grabbed a bunch of tequila, and just I think it was the tequila or the vodka, I can't remember, and she just shoved
Probably
it in a
vodka.
mason jar, left it for 24 hours, and then I came back, I got it, brought it over there, and everyone was just like, "These are the strongest shit I've ever had in my fucking life. Where did you get these?" I was like, "That's Mama Yumet." She knows. My mom was
Dude,
a
if it was-
mixologist. She was a bartender when she was younger.
Ah.
Yep,
Dude,
that's
if
how,
they were
Mom
in
and Dad met.
tequila, that would be fucking prime. Because if you get hammered
Yeah.
off tequila, right, you got the worm, right? So if it was tequila worms,
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then we had.
I love the execution.
I don't remember what was mixed with the Jello because I did a gelatin mold of a brain. So
oh, nice.
look,
I
it was
remember-
around Halloween. So
I remember the one Halloween party for years. I came over and I brought the 151 or the Puerto Rican firewater.
you know
Yep,
how
yep, yep.
you guys were just talking about what was the nastiest shot you had. I wouldn't say it was the
Yeah.
nastiest, but
It's
not
up there.
a fan, man. It's
Dude,
just pure fucking
the face you
gasoline.
made, when we took the and
Yeah,
I
because
lost
you
it 'cause
warned
that
me.
earned your day.
You
I
said,
did.
"Oh,
It sucks."
don't cough. Don't cough afterward." And as soon as someone says, "Hey, don't do this after doing this,"
Your brain.
my body does it. I can't help it. So you warned me, more like you just forewarned of the future. So
I tried.
Yeah.
But
I
I,
think
love
the
how
worst shot-
that's like what won over your dad, right? Like, wow, he brought Puerto Rican firewires. Kid's
Yeah.
all right. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm like,
I
you
think
want some?
bro, the worst shot I've ever had is the Tylenol cough medicine, the blue shit. That shit is actual cancer. Like I would drink like before I would drink that, like when I needed to. Before I would drink it, I would literally say in my head, like, it's okay, man. You drink straight Jameson. Like, this doesn't hurt you. You
You'll
drink
live.
straight Jameson.
So what,
And then
like
I'd drink it, and I'd be
NyQuil?
like, "Ugh." Like, it's disgusting.
Not like the
It's-
Robitussin shit.
No, bro, it's worse than Robitussin. I'd rather Robitussin.
Oh my
What-
god.
So what? What
It's
is
that
it?
bad.
NyQuil?
No, it's
No,
Tylenol.
it's Tylenol, like
it's
the liquid
Tylenol,
PM
cough, and something. Cough and cold and cough.
Cold and
Cough
sinus.
and
does that sound
sinus.
right?
No, it's some. It says cough, but
Okay.
it's blue. It's literally like blue or like light green or something like that. It literally looks like antifreeze.
Yeah.
Like I think antifreeze tastes better and is
I
probably
know what you're
better
talking
for you.
about. Yeah, it comes in the bottle. It just has like the label on it. Just says Tylenol. Like it's just
Yeah.
like a big red lettering. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's
yep.
under it. It says like cough or something. Yeah, dude.
It looks like they took a box, like those little like cardboard boxes they come in, and just like blew it up into a bottle and just put
yeah,
fucking
and
like
they
you
were-
said, antifreeze.
Yeah, they were like,
Lovely.
"Fuck it, antifreeze." Like
Terrific.
dude, my dad can't drink at all. Like he'll have he had a mudslide at my neighbor's house. It took me 45 minutes to get him into the house.
Jesus.
He went to my neighbor's house, by the way. He's literally a fucking door over. I could backflip out my window and land in the guy's fucking yard. So it's like my dad can't drink shit, and
Yeah.
he hates the taste of like alcohol. When he drinks that Tylenol shit, he's like, "Oh man, I gotta feel better," and he drinks the whole bottle in one sitting. So the guy's like fucking. I'm like, dude, I'm like, it's poison, just like alcohol. It's poison. Like you are drunk. You're drunk.
Oh my god. Dude, it makes
You
me
guys-
wonder what's in that shit. Like when we
I
were
know.
kids, right? Like our parents just be like, "Here you go, it makes you stop coughing." It's like,
Just like the
And then
Coke
they-
syrup. Remember that?
yeah, and like
Yeah.
they look back on, like, oh look, they used to put meth and
Yeah, they look back on
marijuana
medicine,
and
yeah,
cuff
and they're
meth.
like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
not good for you."
Yeah,
like
it's
I'm trying to
this
think
shit
of,
any better? I know what that is. I know what meth is, and I know what marijuana is. What's this shit?
Bro.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think.
Maybe
Oh
we
wait,
go
you know,
back.
speaking
I don't
speaking
know.
of meth, 1 minute. My buddy just told me a story the other day. I just met this guy. He's fucking funny as shit.
Jesus Christ.
His name's John. He was
Methman.
talking to me about his. He's like, "Yo, it's my 21st birthday." Speaking of 21st birthday stories, he's like, "It was my 21st birthday." And he's like, I wanted to try a little something different. So he's like, my buddy's like, "Hey, man, like." He's like, this guy's not one to be trusted, but I trusted him just because he's my friend. He's like, and that was a mistake. So the guy's like, I want to try something different for my birthday. So the guy's like, like what? And he's like, I don't know, like maybe get a little snow, like maybe some snow. He's like, he goes, I'll try anything, once. He's like, I just wanted to try it, just once so I could say I did it. So the guy's like,
Right.
yeah, no problem. I could get it for you. So my buddy gives him the money. The guy comes back like an hour later and he's like, don't worry, man. He's like, you obviously don't know the right way to take it. And he's like, what do you mean? And he goes, you got to hot rail it. And he's like, hot rail it?
Oh my god.
And the guy goes, like, after he hits him, he's like, bro, I felt my brain melting. Like, he's like, I fucking literally felt like I was dying.
Fucking
and he goes,
hot.
I look at him, and my friend goes, whoa, we upgraded. It's meth. He was like, I never spoke to him again. I lived out that 6 hours of my life. And he goes, I never spoke to him again. He's like, this guy just fucked me so hard. He's like, he literally gave me meth. He goes, he basically said he upgraded. He goes, the guy literally, he's like, that must have been the nice way of saying he pocketed half of my money. Got
Yeah.
shit instead. I was
Give
like,
him meth. Holy
dude.
shit.
he fucking, we
Yeah, I'd kill him.
upgraded. Like,
The second I was
imagine that.
conscious, I would beat him to fucking death.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's
it's
what he
just
said. He's like, I waited 6 hours, I came back to, and I beat the ever-loving shit out of him, and then I never spoke to him again.
Good.
What an asshole! That'll fucking
Like,
kill.
dude,
That's like
imagine.
that's like when Molly was popular. People be like, "Oh, let's
Yeah.
pop pills," and they take Molly and then fucking like they're foaming
they're
at
like-
the mouth. Yeah,
Yeah, people are like, oh, is this X? They're like, it's Molly.
And you're
It's
like, "What?"
oh.
And then you just start
Oh.
puking rainbows.
Yeah, dude. I remember,
shit
yo,
was
do
bad.
you remember when Project X came out? That movie?
Yeah, with
The
the
house party movie?
Yeah.
And everybody tried to recreate a Project X movie?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so there was a girl that asked me, please. She's like, you know a lot of people. I was like, yeah, but I don't know the people you want to know. And
Right.
she's like, yeah, but I you know a lot of people. Can you invite everyone you know to my party? And I was like, everyone? And she's like, everyone. So I was like, okay. So I invited literally everybody I knew to her party. I wasn't even going to go. And then I showed up, and I saw the first person show up was this kid, Tom Nico. And Tom Nico was not the person you wanted to see back then. He was he was always in trouble, that kid. And he pulled up, and he's like, hey, Robbie, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And he's like, we're going to go to the store. We're going to pick up some beers. The kid's like 16 years old driving the car. Like, you can't even get your license in New York at 16. And he's like, yeah. We'll go get some beers real quick, and we'll come back. And I'm like, all right. So he goes to get the beers. He comes back. There's like 1,000 people in the house. Not literally, obviously, but there's like
Wall to
you
wall.
couldn't move. Like there was
Yeah.
so many people, and this girl comes up to me and she's like, "You got to get these people out of my house." And I'm like, "You told me to invite everybody I knew, so I did. And now they're here, and now you're upset, right?" I would be upset too. She had a grand piano. People were destroying it. There was a kid, Joe, that was just punching out every one of her windows for no reason. I don't understand. So the cops show up, obviously. It's on a dead-end street, so there's nowhere to run, right?
Oh,
And I remember
no.
me, my friend Danny, and Nick are standing outside the house, and my friend Danny goes, yo, I should just scream cops, like, just to, like, fuck with people. And he goes, yeah, like, imagine I turned around and went, yo, cops, you know? And you just hear, whoop, whoop, and he turned, and there were just all, like, 3 cops coming up the dead-end block. So I looked at the cops, and I went, oh, shit, the cops are here. And I turned back, and Danny was gone. He was just running, full sprint down the street, like. So I'm like, uh-oh. So I'm like, I
There's
gotta.
like an after image,
Yeah.
like just.
Yeah, he was just gone, dude. Like his clothes are in the street. Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta tell everybody. So I run in the house. I'm like, cops are here. Don't open the door. Right? Like, I was like, don't open the door. The cops are here. Just everybody go out the back, you know? Like, but I didn't know there was no back. The back was a balcony that led into the backyard, and it was like a 15-foot drop, right?
Oh.
So I'm like, go out the back. And everybody's like, we can't go out the back. So somebody just opened the door, and the cops came walking in. So everybody started rushing past the cops, like, run past them.
Right.
And I look out the back, and I just see my friend Ethan. He's like this little skinny black kid, and he's like looking over, and I'm like,
Thinking
Ethan,
about it.
I'm like, Ethan, you can't make that jump, bro. And the cop like grabbed on my shirt, and I was like, hey, and I just ran and jumped off the balcony. So I jumped off the balcony. I hit the ground. I did like a tuck and roll. I was like, God damn, my fucking knees. Like, I literally couldn't stand up. I was like
Now he's the guy
dragging
who lost a
myself.
foot in height.
Yeah. So like I was like dragging myself. I landed on like her pool cover or something. And I just like I hit it. I like kind of it softened the blow, but it still hurt, you know? And I roll off and I start dragging myself off the pool cover, and I'm like like getting back to a sprint. And I go to jump the fence, and I turn around, and I just hear, oh, fuck, and Ethan goes jumping. He hit the ground, his knees hit his face, and he's blacked out. That's it. He was out cold. Dude,
knees
when I
hit
tell you
his
this kid was like an Ethiopian, he was like 60 pounds. I ran over, and I just
God.
picked him up. I picked him up on my shoulder, and I threw him over the fence into the neighbor's yard, and I jumped over out into the street, and I ran. So Ethan woke up like 4 hours later in the neighbor's yard, just passed out.
Knocked the
Fucking
fuck out.
chin was like bleeding, like
yeah.
he was all fucked up. Yeah, I ran home because it was around the corner from my house, and then I get home, my dad's like, "Oh my god, there's a lot of cops." I'm like, "Yeah, it's crazy." he's like, and he's like, is there a party or something? I'm like, I don't know. So I went upstairs and I went to bed, and like, I just told my dad, dude, I just told my dad like 2 years ago that I was at that party, and he's like, you fucking told me you weren't at it. I was like, I didn't say that. I said I didn't know anything about a party. It was a different lie. I was like, I didn't say I wasn't there. I just said I didn't know about it.
I had one kind of like that. It was years ago. These people like I kind of knew from high school hit me up. They're like, hey, you want to go to this party? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm home. Why not? We go. She said there's a pool. So like I show up to the party. I just got like a tank top and like pool shorts on. Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going in the pool. There's a pool. I don't got a pool. Yeah, like, so no one's in the pool when I get there. And I'm like, fuck this, see y'all. And I just like, woo, like jumped off the deck and just, I was like, yo, Adam, Kelly, throw me a beer. Yeah, tink, tink, you know, like, I'm like, I'll just double fist in the pool. I don't give a fuck. I don't know anyone here anyway. Like, who is this guy? So we're hanging out. It's a nice little time. I'm just down away from everybody. A couple people come down that, like, I kind of knew. They're like, hey, man, how you doing? How's college? Blah, blah. We're bullshitting. I got a good load on. I get out of the pool because I was like, man, I got to piss. I'm going to be respectful. I'm not going to piss in the pool. I don't know these people. It's fucked up.
I'm gonna piss in my own pool.
Imagine
And
if
it
they
was
had that stuff that, like, if someone peed in the pool would turn
Oh,
blue.
yeah, it dyes it. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But it was a nice house. Like, it was this guy's parents or whatever, and they had, like, the big hedges and everything in the back. I was like, that's where I'm going to go pee. So then, like, things start getting louder behind me, like, as I get up there and I start peeing. And not, like, a second in, I get a fucking, you know, like, the heavy flashlight, like, bang, right in my face. I'm like, oh, my God. Cops surrounded the house. Because people were complaining about noise and stuff. I was like, God damn, man. And like, yeah, I'm still like pissing with the one hand. I was like, can you turn that off? Like, and he's like, are you good, son? I'm like, I'm trying to pee. Like, I was like, and the cop, like, I heard him laugh. He's like, all right, then head back up. I'm like, well, yeah, I can't see. I'm blind. Like, give me a minute.
Finish, please.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So I get done peeing, whatever. And I hear him laugh, and I'm like, don't step in it. It was right there. And he starts losing it.
It's because,
So,
like, when you're drunk, that's
think-
the first thing that comes to your mind. You're like, you don't want someone else. It's like,
Well,
I'm sorry. Watch
Yeah.
it. No, it's right there. It's right there.
Well, I was,
Don't.
yeah, I was underage. So you're like, you know, I'm not going to be a dick to the cops. I'm the one that's fucking up here. Like, all right, got to play this right. Go up on the deck. There's like a 2 or 3 tiered deck. Like, these people had money. So I'm sitting down there with like the only black kid at the party, right? Everyone's like freaking out, like, oh God, what do we do? Don't run. And me and the black kid just chill there. He's like, don't run. Just chill. He's like, what the fuck you doing? What are they going to do?
Yeah.
He's like, there's like 50 of us. Just chill. So I was like, he's got the right idea. So we just start bullshitting. And then the, I don't know, whatever, lead officer or whatever it was, he's like, we don't feel like writing a bunch of underages tonight. So what we're going to do, knock the noise off, party's over, do what you want, don't leave. You will be, you know, giving ticket shit like that. We're like,
Yeah.
I look at my friend Kelly because she drove, or Kelsey because she drove, and I was like, we chilling tonight? She's like, yeah. I was like, cool. So I just like make up some bullshit, tell my parents, like, hey, I'm hammered, I'm going to stay at Adams, blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
Right.
So we just start bullshitting. I'm like, a lot of people did end up just like leaving because I guess they live local enough they could just like skirt some back roads and get home. So we chilled and then like, you know, meeting the host, shit like that, other people that were there, and then we start a fire outside. I found a hammock and I was like, oh, this is nice. So I get the fire going. I just start chilling by the hammock. Like, people come up, some girls start talking to me. That it's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, oh yeah, I came with blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, you guys dating? I'm like, nah, I'm chilling though. What's up? You know, like, I'm so gone at this point. I fell asleep while they were talking to me because I just stopped caring. I woke up. I slept the whole night outside in a hammock with a fire next to me, and it was beautiful out, dude.
I never
don't think I
slept
ever
in a
slept-
hammock.
I don't think I ever felt that good. I thought like, oh my God, my back's gonna be fucked and everything. Because I was gonna sleep in the house, but I was like, I'd have to sleep on the floor. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna sleep in the hammock.
Nah,
Yeah.
And someone else found like one of those big like reclining beach chairs or whatever, not the wood ones, but the ones that have like the
Yeah.
netting and stuff on
Yeah.
them. And he slept out there too, and he woke up. He's like, dude, I feel pretty fucking good. I don't know about you. I was like, I feel phenomenal. And then we got up in the morning, and you know, she slept inside on the couch or whatever, and I was like, you want to go for breakfast? I feel pretty fucking good right now. So I just went and got Yeah, I'm there in fucking tank top and swim shorts and shit. They still have like party stuff on. She's got like makeup all fucked up and shit.
Dude,
We just look like psychos. I love it.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen, right? I had to go to the Jersey Shore because it was the last week of summer and my friends wanted to go. So I was there for like, I don't know, a little while. And then I decided I'm going to wake up nice and early.
Move your mic a little closer. I can't hear you.
Sorry. I'm going to wake up nice and early
There you go.
and see all the Walk of Shames. Because, like,
yes.
everybody's renting houses out, right? So I climbed up on the roof and I had a coffee and a fucking piece of toast or whatever I was eating. I was just sitting on the roof watching all the girls all over the neighborhood just, like, walk back in their dresses and, like, you know, no shoes on and fucking holding their heels. And everyone that walked by, I was just like, hope you had a good night, honey. And they'd be like, oh, fuck you, you know? And I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
I love that shit.
Dude, it was great. The people that we rented the house from or whatever, I didn't pay, by the way, thank God. I was like, I don't even want to be there. My friends are like, come, we paid for it. I was like,
Come.
all right. So, come. So I was just, I was just like sitting on the roof and the people that actually live there, I guess, or that rent out the side, came up with me and we were just like sitting there fucking with all the people. It was like me and like a 50-year-old woman and we were both yelling at them. Like all the girls that were walking by. It was like having a rough day. You look like shit. You know? And all the girls are like, fuck you.
Man, they just wear it as a badge of honor, honestly. Be like, yeah, good night.
I love the walk of shame shit, man. That's the best. We had one night. I haven't heard from these guys in a while, but we had a night over at my buddy Caleb and Levi's place. And we all would just get shitty because we were like, we have nothing to do the next day. We were all just showing up, parking the driveway, whatever. Nowhere to go. Nice little yard. We're going to drink. The one time we went there and drank, I fell asleep on a ladder because I was going to climb up the roof to get the football we were fucking around with earlier when we were drunk playing football, beat the shit out of each other. I was like, guys, suck at the ball. I got like 3 rungs up and fell asleep. I was just like, out. Fucking wrapped around that thing. But the one night, I'll never forget this because we were all either just so blasted and retarded. This one, like, you know when the joke with like you're at a sleepover and someone whispers like, baby, you know, you all just start fucking losing it. It started with that. And then it turned into tummy sticks. And like one person would say tummy sticks. Like I think some people laughed until they threw up. Or at least damn near. But we just could not stop. For like an hour and a half, we did this shit, right? Like, my buddy's girlfriend's there, and she's like, oh, my God, what is wrong with all you? And then we start laughing harder. And then she starts laughing hysterically, and I'm like, tummy sticks. You know, like, we all just fucking lose it. It's dead silent. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. And we're all, like, somewhat trying to sleep. Yeah, just, pee-pee. The dumbest shit. Grown-ass people. And then in the morning, we all were, like, just feeling shit. We all walked to the diner down the road, like it's like on a highway. We just like there's like 12 of us just on an excursion to get fucking a breakfast buffet. It was beautiful.
I wish I had like no responsibility. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
you know,
I'd have more of those stories.
Yeah,
I can't. I have like no desire to do that anymore, though. You know what I mean? Like it's
no,
one of those
things
people are like, oh, I got
had
it
my
out of my
time.
system. Yeah, right. But like, could I still do it? Like we went out. Our interns wanted to go out. Me and my buddy Matt, like other people from work, ended up being there. But we're at this bar near us. It's like pretty much like the college bar. I'm the oldest by like 6 years. My buddy Matt's the oldest by like 11. He's like, I feel like some old fuck in here. I was like, we could literally drink anyone in here to the point where they would die. I don't think you understand that. We're in an untouchable class here. Like we are superior. And the one intern wanted to go shot for shot with me, and he's a tall, lanky kid, right? Zach, if you're listening, I appreciate it, buddy. But I looked at him and I was like, I'll fucking kill you. I was like, you don't want to go shot for shot with me. So like, well, I was already drinking before I got here. I was like, that's your own dumbass fault. This is a battleground. I came to win. It was like, I love doing that shit at work too. Like this one guy at work, he put his shoulder down or whatever. Like I was walking toward him today, and like put his shoulder down like he was gonna tackle me. I didn't even flinch. I was like, it's your funeral. He's like, what? He starts fucking laughing. I was like, I don't recommend it. Don't fuck with a truck when you're riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People used to fuck with my dad too. They used to like grab him by his shoulders, and he was just like so big, like so
like,
strong, you know. He'd just turn around and be like, "Hey," like I tried to explain to my dad the other day that he
He's
just has
so
like
calm.
he has a presence.
Yeah.
You know. I was like, people are afraid of you. Like they won't fuck with you. I was like, I don't have that. You know. Like I tell people like, "Hey man, fuck you." You know, and they're like, "Oh, fuck you," and I'm like, "What you gonna do about it?" And then they actually come to kick my ass. But my dad'll be like, "You gonna do something about it?" And the people are like, nah. Yeah, and they just walk away, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Walk
Like, why
away
don't
like,
I-
rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, like why
right.
don't I have that like scary?
I talked
persona?
about that guy that followed me into work the one day, right? Because I was driving like a dickhead in front of
I
him.
think so.
I think
yeah.
you did.
So I was, because he just starts tailgating me for no reason. They got mad I wouldn't run a red light, and I'm just like waving at him in the rear view, like, ha ha, you know, he looked like PC principal. So I was like, where the fuck do you have to be?
Look,
at?
everybody, we're gonna just talk about being politically correct here. Just
Right? Like
I just want to take a second right here.
At 8:10 in the morning, and what I'm assuming is your wife's CRV. Like, what the fuck are you in such a hurry for? So the road I pull onto is like 40, right? So I go 25 the whole way. He can't pass me. I'm like, all right. So I just start like, wee, 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 snaking in the lane a little bit. I get in my right lane to turn, so he follows me, and then like speeds up on me to try to like ram me. So I hit the brakes. And I'm like, oh, I got to make this right hand turn. He almost hits me. So then I turn, and he just like pulls ahead of me and then starts slowing down. And I'm like, I put my hands up like, oh, like I know he can see me in the rear view. And he fucking pulls like a wide U-ey on this road, and he's like, "Are you proud? Are you proud of your ignorance?" And I was like, "Is that your fucking wife's car?" And then he just left. He's like, "Are you proud? Are you proud?" And I just drive away. I'm like, "What a fucking loser!" You know, like I'm laughing. I walk into work laughing, like, "What happened?"
Nah,
And I
the
get a little
best
colorful
is-
with my language and my description, but I'm like, I wish he would have got out of the car. If I had a
Yeah.
gun, I probably would have just shot him dead in the road. Which is why I won't
No,
carry a gun.
When,
the best is
when I
like-
was younger, I would say like some people would try and like fuck with me, just like Ben does on a 100% daily basis. But
Yeah.
nowadays, when it's not Ben that's around me and people that don't see me every fucking day and talk to me every day, I'm actually kind of like the approachable guy where they don't mess with me, but they're like,
hey, are you cool?
I'm like,
People
is
are
it just
surprised
because I'm
when I'm as
tall and I
outgoing
have
as
broad
am.
shoulders.
Yeah, it is.
Is it the
It's that
tattoos?
simple. Maybe it's that
Nah.
simple. People are fucking weird.
my favorite.
People are
my
blown
favorite
away when I
thing
talk
is,
to them. Like, hey, look at that fucking loser, right? And they're like, ha ha, yeah. And I'm like, the fuck's
Yeah,
your problem?
I just
like
I
lighten up.
said, the introverted extrovert. If I'm
Yeah, like-
outside and something funny happens and other people notice it but don't say anything, I'll just be like,
I saw a
Yeah,
guy
what
fall
the
off his
fuck?
bike. I saw a guy fall off his bike after yelling at somebody. I started laughing at him. Like, just emasculated this man. I was like, it's like, fucking idiot. And I was like, you know how stupid you look? And then he's like, shut up, man. And I'm like, you're the one in the fucking, like, speedster track outfit with your fucking bike going nowhere. I was like, how's that
Lance
outfit?
Armstrong.
Yeah, good thing you had your helmet on when you fucking
your ass
landed on
looks
your
nice,
chest.
but the fall did not.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude.
And
Nah,
no one,
I
and
had-
like some people are like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, laugh out loud. Fuck this guy. You don't know him. He's a dick.
No,
Like,
my favorite thing is that I'm like small, and like you could see it when I'm in the car too. Like I'm not a very intimidating looking
Man,
booster
person.
booster
You
seat
know?
child in the car, is the AC on.
Yeah,
the booster seat's the dead giveaway.
yeah. So like, yeah, exactly,
I
dude.
have a whole fucking sleeve on both arms. Eat my ass. Yeah, any 17-year-old could get that.
Yeah.
He's got
No,
little,
they
like,
still ID me and
blocks
shit
tied
too.
to the
Yeah.
pedals.
No, but like, I mean, lucky for me, there's hats. So I put a hat on, you know, and I got the mustache that goes usually, and you know, I look a little more intimidating. I smoke cigarettes. I have a shit face. So like, when
a
people see me,
crackhead.
yeah,
I don't get
no, but that's the
intimidated
whole
by
thing. Like,
Cigarettes. I just call people
Who-
stupid.
no, like who wants to fuck with a crackhead? Nobody. They're
No one.
crazy, right?
You can't beat
so,
him
like,
in a fight.
Can't. They're immortal.
Just
so
pop back up.
yeah, man. So
They pull the Crimson Head move from the
all the
Resident Evil
time.
remake. They just go.
nah, dude, like in New York, people are really like they'll talk a bunch of shit and then you'll go do something about it and they'll drive away like Mach speed, right? So this guy is like cutting me off, slamming the brakes because I guess I pissed him off. I don't know. So he like slams the brakes in front of me, and he like sticks his head out the window, and he's like, "Hey, motherfucker." So I just opened my door and I got out and I started like running at his car, and he just floored it. And I was like, all right, I was ready to go. Like, hey, call me a motherfucker. Let's go. You know, like you talk big shit. And this dude pulled in on my dad recently. He was in, my dad's in Florida, right?
Florida.
And
Florida drivers are god awful.
Oh, dude, no, it was funny. My dad's about to pull up into the drive-thru. This guy passed the drive-thru, pulled into a driving spot, like a parking spot, and then went to back up into the drive-thru again. So my dad just like pulled in, right? And the guy's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" So he like has to do a whole U-turn and then come up behind my dad. And my dad's like, I could see him through the rear view. He's fucking screaming. So I open my window a crack, and he's like, "Cocksucker, you motherfucker. You cut me off and you took my spot." So my dad opened his window. He's like, "You want to drive up here and I'll put your fucking head through your steering wheel?" And the guy literally just shut the window, and he just like put both hands on the wheel, and he was just like standing like this. And my dad's like, "You fucking bitch." So I can't say it on the podcast. Maybe Eric could bleep it, or I'll just try to cut it. I don't know.
Just tell us afterwards. Do
the dolphin
because I'm
thing
probably
from
going to
SpongeBob.
forget to edit it.
Yeah.
We'll put notes for you.
Well, anyway, he
about an hour and 5, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, my dad said to the cashier, right? Eric's writing it down. Yeah, I'm about to drop a bomb, Eric. Give it a second. It's not a big bomb, but it's a bomb nonetheless. So yeah, 105.
One I'll appreciate. I could already tell.
105. Yeah. So
I have
my dad
several
says
guesses.
no. My dad says to the cashier, he looked over at the guy, and he was like,
Rob then proceeded to say a word from this story that is not very acceptable in today's media. So in the interest of time, I have skipped forward.
What?
What?
Because cunt doesn't have as much of a fucking chocolatey little lick to it like it used to, you know? You couldn't you used to that was the shutdown, you know? You get into a fight with a woman and she says something nasty to you and she's like, "Oh, well, you're fucking fat." And you're like, "All right, cunt." That's it. She's done.
That's
she
a
lost the
nuclear
fight.
option.
Yeah, it's
but
the
then
bomb.
you're
I pulled the
automatically
pin on the
wrong
grenade.
because you called her a cunt.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, you know, because I won.
Because you won. Who cares?
Yeah. So, but like what do they
Drop
ever
the
say to
sun
that?
on
They
it.
always go, you know, they never have an answer back. That's the N bomb for women. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't say anything worse. So,
And
I
then
will
men
admit,
don't
it
have
is kind
one.
of fun when I accidentally drop it, not even realizing it, but we're talking about someone. I'm just like, "Ah, yeah, that cunt," and they look over and they're like,
it's just because
like,
it's like,
"Did you just?"
I've
I'm like, "What? It's not." Everyone says it nowadays.
yeah, because it's such a guttural word, but like I say it all the time, so it's like it doesn't hurt me. But like people that don't hear it all the time, and I go, "Ah, yeah, that guy's a cunt." They're just like,
Yeah, it cuts deep.
yeah, like that's a big like people's
I've dropped
entire
it-
nervous system shuts down, and they just
I've
start
dropped it at
leaning
work,
forward.
and even as quietly as I said it, like minimum 3 people around me hear it. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "What? Have you never heard that?" You're all like 10 years older than me,
Bro,
Really? Like, come on.
This woman called
adults.
my brother retarded, when we were working in Perkins. And I got so mad. I was the manager. I was working behind the cash register, and he didn't even do anything wrong. And she's like, "Could you get somebody up here who could fucking read, unlike this retard?" And I literally leaned over the counter, and I said, "Why don't you shut your mouth, you fat fucking cunt?" And just nothing, just dead silence in the entire restaurant. Everybody was talking. Like, I heard, like, I could literally
The
hear,
murmur
like,
and the plates clatter.
no, I could hear people breathing. Like, that's how it was so dead. Like, it just...
Damn, especially in Staten Island, you didn't even hear the outside.
Yeah,
Bro,
right?
yeah. Oh, my God.
That's
No,
a
the woman was
Tuesday.
like, yeah, like, how do you call my brother a retard? Like, I look exactly like him. You can't see that
And
I
Dylan's
might
not
say something
stupid.
to you.
Like,
No, he's not. He's
not
just
even a little
quiet.
bit. Yeah.
He's just fucking quiet. So, like, she's like,
Pretty stupid. Remember, he is Rob's brother.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But she goes, yeah,
Overall.
can you get somebody up here who could read on, like, this fucking
More
retard?
or less.
I was like, yeah. I told her
Give
to
or
shut her
take
mouth.
a day or two. It's okay.
Plus or minus
Oh
a
my God.
chromosome, you know?
Yeah.
I was so livid that day, bro. That ruined my whole
Mm-hmm.
day. Like, I had to get pulled into the back by the whole staff. I was literally like, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. And like everybody's like dragging me into the back. And we had the stainless steel counter, and I fucking punched it, and everything bounced and fell off. Yeah, I dented it. Yeah, it was all fucked up. And my my other manager, my general manager, grabbed me, and she put me in the freezer and said I had to cool off.
Literally.
So I was literally standing in the freezer, just like, what a fucking bitch.
Shivering.
I was like, I'll fucking kill her. I was like, I'll fucking
I always
slap
wish
her.
wherever I worked they would have a freezer. Unfortunately, I didn't do any food service, so.
Yeah, no, the freezer's kind of nice. I used to sit in there and text and jerk off and, whatever you gotta do.
Both.
Yeah. On the produce.
The twofer.
Yeah. Extra flavor.
I had a request from Carly. What are our favorite ice cream toppings?
Oh, this
Toppings?
is actually a good one because mine's kind of changed as of recently.
Toppings hard, right? Because what kind of ice cream, right? Do we want to do base vanilla? Right.
All right, so let's do this.
What do we want to agree on?
Let's start with what your base. What kind of flavor do you usually get? What's your go-to flavor? And then for that go-to flavor, what do you usually get on it?
I feel like it has to be a unanimous flavor we all agree on. And then we say what our favorite topping is. And then we could do preferred.
All right. So we agree
combo.
on the base, and then we say what topping we would put on it.
Yes.
So I honestly would say probably.
Do we want to keep it plain with vanilla?
I just go with vanilla half the damn time. Vanilla or vanilla cake. It depends.
Vanilla cake. What's the
sometimes
difference?
they
Does
have
it have a
cake
frosting taste to it, or
Yeah, no, it has it has a birthday cake flavor.
Yeah, birthday
to
cake.
it.
Birthday cake flavored. Yeah.
All right, we
Okay.
could go. We could
So
go
vanilla.
We could go with that. Yeah, sure.
So
Like
Ben, what
vanilla
would you put on
birthday
your
cake.
vanilla?
Doesn't matter. But
On my
all right.
vanilla?
Yeah. What do you put?
Oh man, we're keeping it to one.
No, you could what are your favorite toppings? She didn't say
On
topping.
vanilla. That's true. On vanilla ice cream, peanut butter sauce,
Okay.
caramel sauce, and little brownie bites, dude.
Interesting.
That is 10 out of 10.
All right.
And it's
What about
nice because
you?
if you get the ice cream where it's the brownie swirl, peanut butter, whatever the fuck, it's just too much of peanut butter, I feel like.
Yeah.
But if you do it on the vanilla, you got a nice even base that doesn't really taste like anything crazy.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just sweet as fuck.
If it's on vanilla, I'll just go with the chocolate and the caramel on it.
Okay.
And then sprinkle some fucking schnutz on it, and then put
Nuts. Okay, nuts good.
put what's it called? They have broken up Oreos that they dump on it sometimes.
Okay.
And that shit's
So you're
delicious,
what are they called? So it's like a drumstick with Oreos in it.
basically, yeah.
That sounds pretty fucking good, honestly. I can.
It's
fuck
really
with that.
good, yeah.
So I would say for me, it kind of goes around, but caramel sauce is easily one of the best toppings.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I'm surprised I didn't hear, but this is especially one of my favorites lately, graham crackers crushed up. Just
Really?
the dust. Just the
The
dust.
powder?
Not even oh my God.
Oh yeah, it is pretty good. A lot of places don't just have the graham cracker.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
I like
Yeah.
the
Like, I've noticed
busted up
that.
sugar cones where they sell you the ones that broke in the box, before they put them out. They're like, oh yeah, you can put a crushed up sugar cone. Jesus fucking Christ!
Yo,
But
if you guys-
You're right
have you
there,
guys ever had-
Junior.
it was like a fucking diesel starting on a cold day, just
Have you guys ever had what do you call it?
move that bitch closer, man. I cannot hear you when you speak.
Sorry. Have you guys ever had pistachio ice cream?
Not a fan.
I actually had because I was stupid.
I never had it.
and I wanted a pecan milkshake, and I saw pistachio. I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted. So I got a pistachio milkshake.
Was it good?
The milkshake part was good. I just didn't like the actual pistachios that were in it.
Oh, there
Yeah,
are
they
chunks in it.
Yeah, they put chunks in it.
Eh.
So
I don't
it's
even-
like
I've never even
homemade
had a
milkshakes from
pistachio.
this restaurant that I like.
It's like a grassy peanut.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's
is it
earthy.
good?
I would say it's
They're
earthy.
not as they're not as waxy as a peanut, if you're eating them.
Right.
But if they're toasted and salted, they are fucking great.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it's just I
Alright,
feel
so
like
maybe I'll try
pistachio, as a topping, it makes sense. Busted up peanuts, but
Yeah, but
as an actual ice cream.
There's an actual ice cream, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
always
I didn't like it.
untouched. Every place I go to,
Oh,
it just has
yeah,
an
it's full.
untouched pistachio. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's the secret. Maybe nobody knows. It's fucking
Right?
delicious.
It's like the backup where everything else is taken. Now
Yeah.
my favorite ice cream that I've had is actually a place near me. I think they're a chain. It's called Handles. There's not a whole
Yeah, I've
shitload
heard
of
of it.
them, but yeah, it's on the way down. You and Lauren would pass it whenever you guys come to visit if you go down the main road there. But
Yeah.
cherry magnolia. It is black cherry ice cream with chunks of cherry, dark chocolate shavings, and brownie bits in it. Dude,
Okay.
that is my fucking favorite. It is
I'm
so
not a
good.
huge
They also make a
dark
very good.
chocolate person though.
They also make a very good like. Was it Bananas Foster, like banana split ice cream
I
or
could do
something? It's
Banana
got all the
Foster.
stuff.
I like Banana
or it's got all the
Foster.
stuff mixed in already with like Nilla wafers and shit. Oh,
You guys have a Ralph's by you?
what's Ralph's?
Ralph's is like
It's like
it's
a
like Italian
Brewster's?
ices and
Italian
soft
ice.
serve.
Nah,
And they have soft serve and they have a hard ice.
we
as
have
well.
mostly around us is like Rita's for ice.
We
Like,
have
there's
Yeah,
not a lot of
Rita's
whole
Rita's
lot
is
of-
like a
have-
Ralph's.
And then we
Yeah.
have all these little places that do like the frozen yogurt, which I like frozen yogurt. I think frozen.
Fro-
yogurt.
I do
good.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Froyo's
like
good.
kiwi and sweet frog and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
There's
there's
well,
a couple
every single
chains.
place has a different name down here.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
At Ralph's, bro, there's this fucking ice cream that they make, and it's just called Cookie Monster. It has like cut up pieces of like cookie from like every cookie you've ever eaten.
Wait, is it?
and
blue?
then, yeah, it's blue. Yeah,
I've
yeah,
had
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It's delicious. It's insane. Like it I don't know what the
Is
blue
it-
flavor actually is.
I was about
but
to
the rest
ask.
of it's a cookie. It's very sweet.
It's probably
But-
just dyed vanilla or something.
No, it's
That's
not.
a-
It's not vanilla. It's not vanilla at this
Is
place.
it
I think
fruity?
it almost tastes like cotton candy almost.
Oh, I
Huh.
do like cotton candy flavored things.
It might be cotton candy with like cut up pieces of cookie in it maybe. But
Yeah.
it's so good, dude. My girlfriend gets it every time we go, and she eats like a quarter of it, and she's like, "You want the rest of this?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" That's what I was banking on.
Yeah, when I
Kidding?
went up to the Poconos the last time, the little snack stand was open by the lake that's near their house, since there's like 4 lakes in their
Aw, man.
development, and they had the snack stand open, and they had all the ice cream, and they had Cookie Monster, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll get Cookie Monster," and it was just blue, like dark blue.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And then afterwards, my whole mouth was blue. I'm like, "I'm still in public. This is cool."
Yeah, dude, you
Dude.
just fucking eat.
One of the weirdest things I ever ate was like, it's weird to me that it's like commercial now because it doesn't seem to be a need for it. But like edible cookie dough,
Yeah.
like what a
I
gimmick,
had it
right?
like twice. It's
all
okay.
cookie
like, just-
dough is edible if
just
you're not
take the
a coward.
salmonella like a
One.
man.
Yeah, right. Like eat it with the egg fucking mixed. You'll be fine. You're
I
gonna
see
be
everyone
fine.
eats salmon every day.
Yeah.
So what's an
Yeah.
extra Ella onto it?
Right, like you salmon. Yeah, right, fucking.
Took him a
I'm
second.
like, wait, salmon. I'm like, what the fuck?
Salmon.
But no, like edible cookie dough. But like if you eat it versus like the cookie dough, you make with the egg and shit, there's
Yeah.
such a difference in density. Like edible cookie dough
yeah.
is like caulk. Like, like you could do your shower with that shit.
I got a nice
You're
shot
so
there,
happy.
buddy, huh?
Well, we went up to the Bloomsburg Fair. I didn't go up this year, and last year it was closed down because of Rona. But the year before, I was like, let's try a small one, and it was like $5, but it was like a pound. It was like this little ball,
Yeah.
and we both like started eating it. And we'd been just kind of walking around and grazing all day, and I'm like, I can't eat this. And she loves sweets, and she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, what
It's
is
very
this?
dense, and it just kind of sits in your stomach just because
Yeah,
it
it's a
doesn't feel
rock.
natural for some reason.
No, and then like that prompted me to think like there's a reason you don't really see these outside of like fairs. Like there's not
Well,
someone that
because-
would go to a store, right?
Dude, the whole point of cookie dough is to make cookies with it, right?
Right.
So you're gonna get cookie dough. The whole point was, fuck it, got nothing, and just grab the cookie dough, take a couple bites, and throw it back in. You know what I mean? It's
like make a
it
cookie
wasn't-
out of the rest. Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't meant to be an entire
snack.
fucking snack. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
can't just
no.
sit there and
No.
eat cookie dough.
You
That's
can
why I
eat like
cookie dough
3 bites.
flavored ice cream,
Or they
That's
have like
great.
the little bits in it. That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like a human. Like
Yeah, edible
so much
cookie
shit.
dough. Yeah, we should
They
just make
really do
edible
just
chalk.
they really do just say fuck
They-
it, Americans
I'm
will eat
pretty sure
anything.
they actually do.
Yeah,
have
what I mean,
edible chalk.
I wouldn't be surprised. Or
Yo,
like
do you got
They
wait,
probably have
real
edible
quick?
crayons too for the Marines. So I mean, it's okay.
This is
I have,
all-
I have friends that are Marines,
all-
and they say it's perfectly.
Oh
fine.
yeah, all crowns are edible if you're not a bitch. First of all,
Yeah, the blue was my favorite.
I
Well,
like the blue because it tastes like blue raspberry.
one of my favorite things that are okay. Last thing,
Yeah.
No, it's not. But
your
I'm not
last
done
thing.
yet.
Your
Yeah.
favorite toy or snack that was banned
Oh.
as of now. And now
Toy
let
or
me tell you a
snack.
toy and a snack that I loved that got banned, okay? One was the toy, cap guns. That shit was sick. I used to have cap
I
guns.
forgot they got banned.
They were banned?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're banned. And
Even with the orange.
the child cigarettes that were edible.
oh,
that
dude,
came
I
in the
love
pack.
Those.
Yeah, it was just like a stick of sugar.
Those were good. I mean, it was
Right.
literally
Wait,
just
wait,
like
which-
condensed
what
sugar.
candy?
Candy cigarettes.
It was a
They're
pack of
still there.
cigarettes.
They still make them.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my
Banned 'em
parents
in New
got 'em,
York.
like last Christmas.
Huh.
Banned them in New York.
Nah.
Really?
Well, I mean, probably in New York, but no.
Bunch of fucking commies.
I see them everywhere when I go to candy stores, like especially out up in New Hope, PA. They had a candy store out there. They had the candy cigarettes there.
Oh, did they really?
Up
They still
that-
have
up
the
that
little
way in
cigar
PA is
things
sick.
that are the
Yeah.
gum sticks. They still
The
have
gummy
those.
cigars, yeah,
Yeah.
those are good.
All right, so what are your favorite band
That's
things?
hard.
I'm trying to think of
Like,
stuff that's been banned that I
Mine's like I kind of miss. It's not really a toy or a food, but like I miss like the animated mascots for like cigarettes and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Joe Camel and shit. Like it was iconic. It was also
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
marketing to kids without directly marketing to kids, but like I remember that shit. Like I don't know, I kind of miss that. Banned food.
Kabong!
I don't know. Like I'd have to look up some shit that's banned that like I don't remember. I was gonna say like 3D Doritos, but they just got discontinued. But now they're back.
Yeah, apparently
they're pretty-
not as good.
Yeah, they're a little like crunchier than I remember.
Yeah, you remember
Like,
how
they're
awesome those
dense.
things were? Oh my.
Oh my god, yeah. Man, banned food. I don't know.
I'm trying to look through like a website showing off like banned toys and stuff like that.
Yeah. I said my bit for the toy. I mean, like, if you want to get into like shit related to toys, that like one Pokemon episode that was giving kids epilepsy, where they like they go into a computer to like find Porygon or something, and like every other screen is like flashing red, white, and yellow,
Yeah.
and it gave like thousands of kids just horrible seizures. Like I remember that episode. I watched it and I had a headache. I was like, I didn't like that, and then it got banned like
Pokemon.
2 days later or something like that. FCC
there-
was like, fuck this.
All right, so for the toy, I can't really think of a toy, but more of I'm just gonna go with a disappointing toy, to be honest.
Yeah,
I will
it's
go
probably
and
about the
say
same.
The moon shoes was so
Oh my
fucking
God.
disappointing. Dear fucking lord, that was depressing. Good thing I was light as shit when I was a kid. Like, if I happened to be one of those kids that was like, pushing 200, maybe like 150.
Fuck
being,
you,
like,
man.
10 years old.
Fuck
Like,
you.
yeah, I'm fucking like 250 right now. I don't want to hear shit. But yeah, no, the moon shoes were a ripoff. It was stupid. They like broke instantly as soon as you took one jump. And I did have them, so I do remember, and I know for a fact. Banned food. The only one that
Right?
I could
That's
think
hard.
of in candy is probably it's not a Kinder egg, but there was an egg, like a milk chocolate hollow egg that had like
Dude.
a toy inside of it.
I remember that.
Oh,
I remember
And
that.
Those
And
were
kids were
banned
eating
because I
the fucking
remember
toys.
those getting banned
remember
because I think
that.
it was a kid choked on the toy inside of it.
Well, didn't they have like little Smarties or some shit in it too, like around
Yeah,
the
they
toy?
used to have
did, yeah.
candies in 'em,
It was,
yeah.
it
Oh,
was either candy
fuck!
or
What were
toys.
those called?
Yeah. And they still have, like, if you go into, like, Target, they'll have, like, Kinder eggs, and it's, like, a little tiny chocolate
Yeah.
thing with something in it. And I'm like, that reminds me, because it was a big, sparkly ball. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a Wonder Ball. I think that's what it
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
Nestle Wonder Ball. And that's the crazy shit, right? So I think around the time those stopped is when they stopped putting prizes in cereal boxes. Because
Yeah,
they said it
something
was
like
like
that.
way
Probably.
too direct for kids or something. Because it was always like horribly unhealthy shit.
All right,
Fuck,
so
even Happy Meals, right? Like, look, gotta
product-
collect them all.
The product was withdrawn in 1997 after competitors and consumer groups campaigned that the toy posed a choking hazard. In April 2000, the Wonder
Somewhat
Ball was
true.
re-released with candy in place of the toys. So it was banned for a couple years, then they put candy.
Okay,
But-
because I remember the
and then
candy in them too.
I'm pretty sure they stopped it again. So it was discontinued again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
which sucked because I loved that food. That was
You know
good.
what those made me like though? Those fucking dark chocolate orange things or whatever you could get where you like smash it on the table and then you can like peel it like an orange. You know what I'm talking about? They were really popular like around the holidays.
I don't know if I ever saw
Maybe.
them. It sounds
I don't know,
familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
Well, because like I would always see commercials for them, and then someone's like they take it out of the package and they like do this with it, and then they go bang and just like hit it on the table, and then they would like peel the sticker off, and then like all the chocolate would separate like orange slices.
I have seen something like that.
I can't
Alright,
think
know
of
what
like
you're
it was
talking about.
orange flavored, but like it was a good dark chocolate. I loved that shit as a kid, and that's when I realized like I really don't have a sweet tooth. I got like some adult palate shit.
Yeah.
Like the hyper sugary shit, like,
my
and then
sweet tooth-
my father-in-law works at Godiva. I'll jump back in. My bad.
Yeah.
he works at Godiva, so like, I told him I was like, I like Reese's cups, but out of that, I really don't like Hershey's chocolate. I was like, the special dark's okay. He's like, that's the only one they make that's not just like milk and sugar. He's like, there's like no chocolate in that.
Yeah.
He's like, that special dark, that's good. But this guy's been working chocolate for like 20-ish years, so he knows
Yeah.
his shit. Like he'd bring me Godiva like rejects and stuff, and I'd be like, "This is phenomenal." No wonder this shit. People used to pay like $80 a pound for that Godiva chocolate back in the day. Now it's like people don't see chocolate as like a luxury item, which is kind of sad. But like, good chocolate is worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would pay like $80 for a 1 pound
Easy.
brick of good chocolate, because that would
Easy.
probably last me like a year. 'Cause, like I don't eat that much chocolate.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, like this is all meat and potatoes. This is all sustainable foods, nutrient dense. But what were you saying about your sweet tooth? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, I forgot what I was even talking about because I was
See, I
like,
admitted
great,
it
I
this
forgot
time.
what I was gonna say. But my sweet tooth usually kicks in around Easter, Christmas, and Halloween. Even though sometimes not even
sensible.
Halloween. Like, I get excited for Halloween, more just decorating, dressing up, horror movies. It's my favorite time of the year. Obviously, I wear everything spooky and creepy and whatnot. But no, Christmas and Easter, oh my God. Like, if you have milk chocolate or like the hollow Easter bunny things, you gotta hide them because I will eat all of them in like 10 minutes flat. And cotton candy, like the little tiny tubs. Oh God, gone in one sitting. It's bad.
I was really big on. I'm always big on Halloween. Like the Halloween candy is just like the kind of shit I eat. Like I love Twizzlers. I'm big on like Skittles and Smarties and shit. Like I'm like I don't know, like Reese's cups, like that's all my
Yeah.
kind of shit. Like around Christmas when people got like those I forget what they're called, the expensive chocolate boxes.
Good.
They're like $40.
Not the Advent calendar.
No. They
Like
it comes.
the Ferrero Rocher. Is that
Ferrero
what you're thinking?
Rocher,
Yeah, with like the
yeah.
hazelnut chocolate.
Yeah, those are good too.
Those are pretty good.
They're good. I have to pick like a couple of them out, but like they're okay. But I was always more of like a Halloween, like how many Twizzlers can I eat before my stomach explodes kind of thing.
Yeah, dude.
That
you
is
know?
me with the Sweet Tarts rope.
Right.
Oh
Yeah, yo, that
fucking-
shit's so
Oh,
good.
They're so
I can see.
good. Ugh.
The rope.
Yeah, I can
dude,
eat a
those
whole
are
package
good.
of those in one sitting. It's bad. 'Cause
Sweet
I won't even
Tarts
pay
are
attention. I'm just like,
delicious.
okay, yeah, what's going on? Hey, just let me keep just.
You were
oh,
talking
fuck,
about
they're gone.
something, Rob. Fuck, what you were making me think of something else. Like not much of a sweet tooth, but
What
Reese's.
I will say one
What?
second. Before you
Go
before-
ahead.
let
Go
me-
ahead.
Let me
Go ahead, I
interject.
got it. No,
So,
go ahead. I got it.
Peanut butter cups. That's the only thing peanut butter that I like. Other
Really?
than that,
Okay.
I can't really do peanut butter. It just
Huh.
Okay.
I don't like the taste. I don't know why.
I like.
You don't like the peanut butter Oreos?
No, I don't like.
No,
It's got like a
absolutely.
fake peanut butter taste. That's why I don't
If
like
it's
it.
not the regular Oreo or the Halloween Oreo, yes, the Halloween ones taste different than the normal.
Yeah, they
ones.
do.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah, they do.
But-
Right
I got
there,
'em right
Robbie's
here.
got one.
Yeah, my man.
Nabisco, hey, sponsor us. You corn
Please.
syrup peddling motherfuckers. But no, I thought about it. What shape of Reese's tastes the best? The eggs,
What,
the
Reese's
trees.
cups?
Oh yeah, the cups, the trees, the big
The
cup,
cup.
the XL cup.
A cup.
Which one?
You know, I'm gonna say the cup, and the reason
Cup.
because there's another
Really?
cup that I like, the Mallow cups. Those are
They're very good,
yeah.
fantastic.
I see. I think the egg tastes the best
Okay.
because I think with Reese's, the real star is that sugared up peanut butter, whatever the fuck it is they put in there, because that shit slapped. Like I said, the chocolate's ass.
Dude,
So
try
if you get the tree, you got a lot more
what
chocolate.
if they changed the peanut butter? What if they put like chunky peanut butter in it?
See, I like smooth. I would try chunky, but I feel like if you want chunky Reese's cups, just eat peanut M&Ms.
Yo, there
Right?
is Reese's has like Reese's sticks. They're like Twix bars.
Ooh.
They're
Was
delicious.
it like a wafer?
I love Twix.
Yeah. It tastes like a Twix with peanut butter in it instead. Peanut butter
You know what I
chocolate.
do fuck with is the Reese's Fast Break. Those are very good. Where it's just
did
like
have
the
one
peanut
of those
butter,
before.
the peanut butter nougat instead of the actual
yeah.
like whatever the fuck.
I never liked
Put 'em in
Reese's
the-
Pieces though.
Put them in the. Ooh, hang on, we're gonna come back.
Never
to
liked
that, but
Never liked them.
if you put
sounds like
those
a fun.
Fast Breaks in the fridge, they're good. Don't put them in the freezer because I chipped a tooth. Trying to, because like I didn't know, like I never frozen like a Three Musketeers or any of that shit. I don't even know what the fuck nougat is. It's just like airy filling to me. But like I was like, oh, this will be good.
That's
So
Ted Nugent, the guitarist.
Like I just
Yeah.
got you in a stranglehold, baby. Fucking- but I bit it and just like king, like just broke it off at the bar, and I was like, well, what do I do now? And I just like let it sit for a minute, and I tried to chew it, and I felt this like rough part on my teeth right down there. I'm like, oh my god, I chipped my tooth. So I filed it down with the fucking bar. I was like,
No, that's what I do with
I can't believe you don't like Reese's
Twizzlers.
Pieces.
Twizzlers I put in the freezer.
Really? I gotta try that.
Yep. Because
It's
you
all
put okay, so
gelatin, right?
yeah, because
So, like-
because they're cold, right? So
Okay.
you throw the Twizzlers in, they're cold, and I usually eat Twizzlers really really fast. So this slows down me eating the whole bag because I literally can't eat it. So you have to you take it, you chomp a piece off, and then you chew on it like it's gum for like fucking 2 minutes. And then you chew on it until it's edible, and then you eat it. And then I swear to God, I'm the only person that does this, but do it. Like it's awesome.
I'll try it.
It's awesome. And yes,
I-
Reese's Pieces suck my dick.
Do you like? Have you had them cold, like on ice cream? Because if you put them like warm on ice cream, it's weird.
Yeah. No, I've had them on cold ice cream. I've put them on
Huh.
plenty of shit. I've grabbed them straight out of the bag, room temp. I've put them in the
gotcha.
fridge. I've tried them all. I think what it is because
See, I like 'em
I've
more than M&Ms.
yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. I don't really love M&Ms either. I only like the
Okay.
peanut M&Ms.
That makes sense. Okay.
The peanut M&Ms are the only ones I like, and it's because they're not like overwhelmingly chocolate.
And I will say this, I'm very happy that we're having a conversation about candy because now, when this episode comes out, it is officially October, and it'll be October
yeah.
3rd.
It'll be
So,
one of the.
happy
We might even be
October,
able to
everybody.
split this one a bit because we're almost we're according to me we're at an hour and a half. So this
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
a
that's what I'm at.
I
two-part.
might
Yeah.
actually kind of call it like soon because I
Yeah.
want to do stuff because I got to go in the office
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah.
so I want to like.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh yeah, wait. You wanted to talk about your job, but let me finish with this. I'm so used to Skittles. I grew up eating Skittles,
Okay.
every kind of Skittles, and I love sour Skittles, even though they fuck
Oh,
up my
dude, they
teeth and hurt my
slap.
tongue.
Oh.
They're so good though,
They're the
and
best
I
thing they ever made.
nonstop ate those, and then I had Reese's Pieces, and I was like,
What
but
the
it's not a
fuck is this?
Skittle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm like, it has the same consistency, but it's not a Skittle. Like I
Okay.
love,
Oh.
I love
Don't
Starburst.
let us
I love
ignore the
Skittles.
fact that you got a little bit of that. What is that? Frankenberry back there on the ground.
I forgot to
saw
show you
that.
guys.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah,
got a
hold
box
on,
of
hold on.
Blueberry.
We got Count Chocula upstairs, so I mean.
Do you?
Yeah, my girlfriend was
hilarious.
listening to the podcast, and she was like, "I gotta pick up some Frankenberry for Rob, so he's not left out."
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
like Frankenberry.
Dude, so he's got chocolate. I got Blueberry fucking out there on top of the
Yeah, I got
fridge.
Frankenberry, bro.
I forgot. I was like, they were like $2, and I was like, you know what? We literally, and it was literally right after we did the podcast that I was like,
Yeah.
wow,
I
it's
got
out
the
already.
family size.
Oh no, I got the little normal size.
This thing's
Dude,
bigger
he
than.
say-
He looks like a gorilla
It's
that
probably
like, got
normal size,
tranquilized.
but you're just really fucking small. So
No, man, it's family size. I swear to God.
It says on the box it's family size. I
It's
don't
not
know.
me this time.
That
yeah.
seems legit.
It's not. Yeah, I didn't get the toddler version.
I've never had Yummy Mummy, and they had that. I didn't even know Yummy Mummy was a thing. Is that like a new one?
I don't know. I never heard of that.
I'm gonna have to
But
get
wait.
that next time.
Yo, wait, if you guys want to laugh, what's that movie coming out? It's animated. It has like the
What, the
Addams Family.
hotel-
Oh, it's the Addams Family. It's the Addams
Oh.
Family.
Okay, well
But it's
there you go.
animated. Yeah, and what's it
That
called?
Addams Family movie. What's it called?
they have Frankenstein on a lot of the boxes. Like, well, not Frankenstein,
I
but
gotcha.
you know, whatever he is.
Lurch or whatever his name is,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever the fuck he is. Yeah. So
You rang.
he's on the front of a lot of these boxes. My dad goes, "Yo, Rob, I got you Frankenberry. Check it out." And he's flipped it around. It's chocolate frosted flakes.
What the fuck?
And I was like, "How'd you fuck that up?" He goes, "I saw Frankenstein on the fucking box." He goes, "I thought it was fucking." He's like, "Oh, motherfucker."
Was it
And
good?
I was just, I don't know. I haven't eaten them. He's eaten them.
There's gonna be
He
sugar
likes
and
Frosted
fucking-
Flakes.
Sugar and grain anyway. Who gives a fuck?
My dad likes Frosted Flakes. I don't know. He could
I
eat-
used to do Frosted Flakes, chocolate milk, and a banana. That was my fucking breakfast. Like you'd
That's
slice
legit.
banana up in it.
Yeah.
Yummy Mummy kind of looks like Fruit Pebbles.
That's what I thought. But
Yeah.
it's
Fruity
in like
Pebbles
the
are alright.
same. It's in
I
like the
can't do
same
Fruity
wheelhouse.
The
Oh,
only
love
thing I
Fruity
didn't like
Pebbles.
about Fruity Pebbles was how quick they got soggy.
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I
They're so
don't like them.
they're so flaky.
You gotta
I'll
eat fast.
I'll eat a
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles like cereal
Oh, like
bar.
a crispy
Yeah.
treat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Fruity
that's
Pebble
fine.
treat. Yeah, those slap.
Well, what did you want to tell us about your job?
yeah. What was?
Oh, just
what
the
was going
job's
on?
getting a little bit better. I'm starting to understand a little bit
Good.
more what I'm doing. And for the first time, not the first time, I did film a deposition. But so I work in a law firm. I'm still not saying the name yet, just because I'm being
Good.
nice. But if he wants me to say it on the podcast, I will say it because apparently he likes to advertise. But so I actually got a chance to film with one of the founders. It was a very fun experience. We had a actor come in who actually does a lot of portrayals of different actors, characters, and stuff like that. So that day he came in as Dr. Phil and had the fake mustache and everything. He had the hair. It
The
was-
Snapchat I got. I was like,
really
what the fuck are you
fucking
doing?
Nice guy. He is really funny. Likes all the same shit I like. But anyway, so we filmed the commercial, and so we got to use cameras, we got to use the equipment, and now they're actually trusting me with editing that commercial. And I'm only in this company for about 2 months, so it's like, sweet, they're trusting me.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
Yep. And I asked, I was
That's
like,
fucking
because
sick.
he likes to kind of make stuff almost kind of like a used car salesman, where he's just like, he says the number over and over, which is really cool. And I said, can I put an explosion? They said, yeah, it's fine. So I put an explosion in there. So, yeah. But yeah, so it's pretty much all I got to say right now. Still working on shit. So
Okay.
Good shit, home.
and,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
soon
all I
I'll
got to say
be
about
soon
that.
I'll be out of here. You got your job. Ben has his job. Soon I'll be out of here and I'll be back in a career again.
Good shit.
Everybody's fucking. The city went down the shitter, man. I'm not allowed to even work here.
Yep.
So it's ridiculous.
I was even
Like-
back with the union shit. Like, fuck anything else. Like, it's
Yeah. So like I'm not even allowed to work here. I have to go to Florida to actually work because I refuse to get vaccinated.
crazy,
So,
right?
So
I might
stupid.
have to,
So-
too. We'll see. We'll see what
Yeah,
PA does.
so-
Huh.
If it keeps going like this, I'll hold the couch for you if you
Hey,
want.
buddy.
Have a
I'll be
futon.
heading south.
Yeah.
I'll lose
bring a
like
bed.
80 pounds just because of the heat. It's cool.
Yeah, that's what I told my dad. I was like, you're gonna be 120 pounds in a couple weeks, man.
I tell people I've been bulking since a car accident. When I decide to shed this weight, you won't recognize me. Your mom's gonna call me daddy. Your dad's gonna call me daddy. I'll fuck your dad. I don't care.
A mouth's a mouth,
Well-
right?
Well, on
Any
that-
hole's the goal.
on the and any port in a storm for Ben.
Oh,
Wasting one ting I'm in.
Rob, I
Yeah.
told Izzy the one thing that you said the one day because we were talking about, transsexuals and stuff like that. And I was just
What'd
like,
I say?
Rob also just said this one thing. He was just like, oh, well, I mean, a hole's a hole, so, or a mouth's a mouth. Izzy just started fucking losing it.
Well, yeah, I remember
bounce
we were
it out,
talking
you
about
know?
that. I was like, who's gonna suck your dick better than a dude?
So, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like with women. Women go with
got you,
women
Izzy.
most of the times because a woman knows what a woman wants, and guys know
Yeah.
what guys want. So,
There's a point.
Easy.
yep.
Yeah,
And-
except a
and-
finger in
stay
the ass. I don't want
tuned to,
that.
Yeah, I know.
the New Year's special where it's an orgy with the some offense
But-
taken guys.
Yeah,
Hang on.
the three of us.
Just remember,
Hold
Man,
ain't
I missed
nothing
a
gay
chapter.
about getting your dick sucked.
Only if you get some Jaegers for the boys. Some Henny. I'm sorry,
I
some
don't think
Henny
there's
for the
enough
boys.
alcohol in the world
We
to make me
lit.
want to pound either of you. I don't think
Nah.
there's enough.
I'll
not
put
enough
2
alcohol.
shots of Henny in you, bro. You'll be all over me like white on rice, man.
I'll be hanging you off
He
as
is a
like
little
laundry
frail
boy.
and little. He does kind of look
Yeah,
like a woman.
dude.
You got him.
I'll be hanging you off me like laundry.
Yeah,
All right.
Eric could swing me by my feet and I'll starfish onto your chest.
That's how you got to start the episode.
Absolutely. Oh god, I think that's a good point to end it. I think that's good. That's good.
Yeah, we're done here.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
enough.
gonna go.
Well, thank you for listening to
That'll
Some
do,
Offense
Pig.
Taken. I'm Eric. That is Rob. That is Ben. This has been
Hey,
episode 23. Just like the movie 23.
23.
23 and me.
Yeah, I'm still not doing one of those. I would like to find out. I really want to see, but
Oh, I won't. That's how they get your fucking clone. You send in your DNA willingly, and then they got your pod person ready where it's like, hi, I'm Eric. Hello.
aren't you convinced that there's the one chick
Music
you slept with that
tattoos.
kept your semen?
Hi, I'm
yeah.
Eric.
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Yeah, I heard it.
What'd
It's
you
like,
say?
come on. You can't believe that at least one of the girls you've been with might have kept a hold of your semen. Anyway, thank you for watching Some Offense Taken.
Look at his
Could have been a
See you
secret
guys
agent the whole time.
Ben,
All right,
Ben's got to
guys.
make some phone calls, so we gotta go.
Burn it down.
Martha. All right, guys. Well, bye.